Welcome everybody. We are here for the FHIT tournament bracket reveal, and we've got, there we go, let me unmute them. We've got Fugo, Karma, and myself. There we go. Now we can hear you guys. I'll turn you up.
Fugo, you there?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Just adjust some of this. All right, so you guys have completed the performance round this weekend. It was very exciting, and we have the top 32 to reveal to you. Fugo and El Jorge have been working behind the scenes to calculate some of the ties, and there have been some cuts. So what you're seeing here are the final top 32 players that have made the cut. Congrats to all you guys. Y'all killed it, and we'll be revealing the bracket, how it seeds out, if that's the word, and show you who you will be playing.
Spoiler alert, none of us made it.
Spoiler.
Well,
we got close.
We did
that's pretty
give it
good.
all we had. We
And,
gave it all we had.
El Jorge, he certainly made something happen up there. He's top 3.
He's busy practicing, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's where he's at. So
You're just in a game, just giving it hell.
So on screen right now, I have slide 1 that I sent to you guys. It shows all the people, all the players that made the cut. Talk a little bit about the tiebreakers you guys had to do with the hole-in-ones and the hole-in-twos. How did that all play out?
Well, it was interesting because we had several players that were tied at 31 under for the last spot. All but one made it, and then we had to eliminate using the tiebreaker rules. Now, the tiebreaker rules were written in a way that I could probably be a little more clear next time. It was a learning experience. So we went hole-in-ones, which is holes in 1 stroke, holes in 2, which is holes in 2 strokes, not eagles, not albatrosses, no delineation of score to par per hole, but rather strokes to get in the hole per hole. And so after doing that, unfortunately, it looked like KC Rob was the odd person out, and I don't know how I feel about that. I love Rob, and I'm feeling pretty sad about it actually, because his performance was,
he's a great player.
On the verge.
There were 9 players made it to 31 and under.
To be in there. He really does.
I mean, I know I was sick not making it. So there was a larger margin of me not making it than him. So if you're out there listening, Rob, props to you. You deserve to hang your head very high, and you performed very well. You should be honored. This is a great field.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And for that, because I feel so bad about that beat, because bad beats are the worst, we'll throw 20 classic cash for you, Casey Rob. Appreciate you joining the tournament. You were so close.
So
absolutely. And I had several fun practice rounds with KC Rob before the tournament also in game modes. So I can somewhat relate to how he's feeling right now.
Yeah, definitely. It's unfortunate, but these players are incredible, and good job.
What a great performance round. All in all, I couldn't be more happy. I mean, the suspense was a little bit different than what I had seen in other tournaments, because there's no cut. There's not like a performance cut like you would see in a PGA event or a regular 4-round golf event. So this is a little different because it doesn't go on to have 2 more rounds, but it does go on to have bracket rounds, which I think are sort of the same feeling of a tournament, that we're halfway through this thing and we're going to keep going now with who we have left, who's established themselves as, at least in this tournament, above the rest of the field. And lots of props to all these players that have made it to the brackets rounds. What a group. What a group.
Duck's in the chat. He's like, holy shiz. Yeah, you just made the cut there. Glad to have you in.
Wow.
Congratulations, Duck. You've
earned yourself
winner
a first
of a
round
match
shot.
with Zanetti.
Incredible.
I won't read all the names here on the list, but you guys hopefully can see them. I will have this posted in the Bracket Qualifiers channel in the Discord. We've made a channel just for this. You guys can just look over that screenshot there. It'll also be represented on the MyFit site as well, so you can go there.
I would like to say something really quick, if I could, just say something about the top 3, the gold, silver, bronze, the top 3, and even really top 5 completers this week at the performance round. Got to give a big shout out to Zanetti. He really came through with a bomb round on Quixote. That's tough. That is tough to do, guys. And Julian, some people may not have expected him to come all the way up to the top, but I sure did. I'm not surprised. And of course, El Jorge, a veteran of this game, really pulling up a great score. It seems like those 3 really, and Dudeness, I mean, we're not shocked with any of those players really coming out on top in this performance round. So I think it was a fair test, and I'd just like to say congratulations to those guys for really pulling some major weight. in this performance round.
Absolutely. This is exciting.
Yeah, they really did.
We've got Slappy in the chat, just gifted
just
5
making it rain out there.
subscriptions, right? Gobson, Zenobia, Duck, Stony Man, Stephanol's Epic. Thank you, Slappy. You're amazing. We love having you on the server.
He's the best.
And having you compete in this tournament. He's, one of the best guys out there. So thank you. That's awesome.
Some of my proudest things of this particular result set is that if you look from 1 to 10 and you look at how it's spread out, you will see that there are several players that have played a majority of their careers on other servers, and the other half is from the Classic. This is an unbelievable mix of talent that doesn't always get a chance to play against and with each other. And I'm super glad that it looks like this. I see players from the Classic and everywhere. I see a wide array of talent from our entire community, and I'm just so thrilled that we have this.
And the best part is that, I feel like a lot of these players are playing in the Classic now, so you can just be playing a game with them whenever now, and that's amazing to have that kind of talent integrated.
And that was certainly one of the major goals, Karma, to bring community together. It had been somewhat fractured or fractionized. I don't really know how to say it, but it was divided, not really by conflict, but just by just the administration of different servers that aren't really cross communicating a whole lot, mainly because they are competing for the same resource, right? Players and games. And that's fair, but this tournament pushed that aside for just a minute, and that I'm really proud of.
Yeah, that's honestly the best part.
I think so.
Yeah, and when we first started to talk about this tournament, it was like, this has a lot of potential. This could be really good. But now we're in it, and now we're experiencing it, the very beginnings of it, and it is just, I see so much value in it. Like it's so incredible. Everybody's coming together, and it's more than I could have expected it to be. So thank you, Fugo, because this is an amazing experience for us.
Thank you, guys. Thanks to Jen, Karma, Jorge. We're going to get Dad Squatcher in the mix. We'll probably ask some people to do some guest commentary on some of the live streams.
Awesome.
But honestly, this isn't really something this was a calling that I got, or a feeling that I got a few months ago, that this is too divided. And if we brought everyone together, the product of that would be amazing. And I actually see the fruits of that in front of my face right now. And I am so stoked. I'm so glad I followed that feeling to this point. I really am.
Yeah. You're doing something awesome. It's working out. It's awesome.
It's working out.
I can't wait for some of these games. I cannot wait for some.
Let's get into the
you guys.
Here.
We see the top 32. Let's see how they fit into the bracket. Let's reveal the bracket, and that is that button. There we go. So
I'm seeing a couple that are just awesome. Right off the bat, Dom and Yankee. That ought to be a good one. I can't wait for that one.
Here. Oh, that is a very interesting situation there for sure. We've got Master Dominator, Yankee Dude going up against each other. That's going to be a fun one.
Those guys are
Talk about some. Here's one. Forkoff and Indy are going to play. Talk about some personality that's going to happen there. The banter may get a little bit intense. I'm hoping anyway. That would be good. Yeah. Watch out for Juice WRLD and Neo, both very much up and coming players.
I'm actually eyeing those next two matchups: Stroke Limit against Stewie and HBK against Tiger Weeds. Those are two insanely great matchups.
Insanely great matchups.
Yeah,
all
those
players. That bracket right there is loaded.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Bracket 22 is just loaded.
Yep. Oh, we got El Jorge in the chat. Awesome.
All right.
Shout out El Jorge. Yeah, he was working behind the scenes as fast as possible to get those numbers to worked out to see who the top 32 will be. So thank you to him.
And El Jorge is the one representative member of our team moving forward. He's going to play hedge.
Yeah, let's have a look at that here.
And if he wins and Felix could win, we could get an El Jorge Felix Tortilla matchup. One that
Wow.
I've always wanted.
Yeah,
I've always wanted that matchup.
You
did, huh? Can I object?
Yeah, that would be an crazy match.
Well, I mean, you kind of run the back end stuff, so you don't really have to object. You could just do it.
There's nothing I can do, right? There's like I can say, yeah.
Yep, that would be crazy.
I'd have to say,
and I don't know if you guys know it's the brackets are visible now on myfit.com. So
awesome.
People can go there
Very
too.
nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. You got the integrated. That was fast. Very cool. So
Duarte and Chip Dancer. That's a great one. Mal and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Chip Dancer. Hell of
there is a chance.
The performance round.
The way this is brackets laid out, now that I'm looking at it, it could happen that Good Buddies JTVC and Master Dominator will have to play each other in the quarterfinals. That could happen. That could add up to being
they move on here,
epic.
They'll be in round 3 together. So that's very possible. Now Mao, I've never met Mao.
Mao's an awesomely nice player. He's out of Spain. So I really like him because half the time if he ever makes a bad shot, which is very rare, he will curse in Spanish, which I always like to hear.
Well, let's go from the top down, kind of just break them down real quick. You think Zanetti and Duck?
I'm very excited about this match. Those guys, oh my gosh. I'm gonna talk to Duck to see how he's feeling.
Both of those
he's
players
in the chat. Tell us how you feel, Duck.
A little bit about, they play a quieter style of walkabout, which is respectable, and they are really, really both class acts. I have to say that.
Yeah.
Class acts. Yep. Good word to describe it.
They both are pros, all the way. I do believe Wayne and Nibs. That's a pretty good matchup too.
I feel like they've played together before. I could be mistaken.
They play a lot together, and I think they might be friendly. That might be a rivalry they weren't looking forward to. Maybe not. We'll see. We got Willow and Corn Dog. I don't know if you guys know Corn Dog very well, but I've played him in doubles matchups. He's Tiger Hoods' doubles partner, and you don't want to mess with those guys. Corn Dog has whipped me up and down.
Corn Hoods.
Yeah. Yeah. Willow, always a strong player. Biz, awesome. Unbelievably strong player. It's crazy.
Yeah, Willow loves the live streams too. I think that's going to be a fun match.
Dudeness and Browner is a legendary matchup. Those guys have been in the game since the
beginning. Against Browner, I mean, this is the one.
Did a good job.
That's a legend matchup right there.
That's a great one.
That is a really.
And we missed Biz and the Dude Lebowski. Can't forget about that.
Dude is on the main server all the time, playing just random those Fonda games on the main server. Still, I still see him over there from time to time, and we all know Biz. He's got game.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And Biz is a seasoned vet to these tournaments. I'm sure Dude Lebowski's been in a tournament or two. This is going to be a great matchup.
Biznotic.
Yes,
Yes. Jorge, what do you think? What do you think about this bracket? Are you seeing any matchups that are calling you out or speaking to you at all?
I think it's all very exciting. I mean, they're all whatever you look, the next one could be a bomb or a not a bomb but an explosion. I mean, right? You never know what you're gonna get.
It's crazy. The Fort Cough Indy matchup just strikes me as one that would be super entertaining in a live stream. I just can't imagine there wouldn't be any banter going back and forth between those two.
I would think they may mute each other though. I'm not sure. We'd have to ask. But.
Yeah.
That still doesn't mean there won't be banter amongst them, even muted.
Yeah,
that's true.
we would request to hear what they were thinking.
And Julian and Awkward Sauce, don't sleep on Awkward. That's all I got to say.
Awkward's got game. Julian's got game, and they're both, from what I can remember, fairly, young. They're not old school players, you know. They represent the youth movement bracket right there.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any shockers that you guys see that didn't make the bracket? Anybody that you're looking at? That
Nice made it to just to the cusp, and I know I was talking to him earlier. You know, he left a few shots out there, as we all did. But I thought he would have made it. Yeah.
I would say there's this guy named Fugo that's really good. That was a shocker for me.
That was a shocker.
It was like too soon.
I've never heard of him. I've never heard of him. I would like to give a shout out. Yeah, yes, absolutely. I was just about to say that name, and then my good buddies, aka Mike D and Andy, they were right on the brink. They were right there. They just needed one shot to go their way.
Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi, definitely surprised.
He was right there at 29.
Yep. Very close.
He was sitting right there. You guys, Jen, you were right there.
Yeah,
Rich was
Jen?
right
no, I'm
there.
Kidding. No way. I was like, I'll be like 33.
Lappy, a couple shots. Bad Wolf. All the greats.
Yeah.
I mean, that's golf, though. That's golf. What are you gonna do?
It is.
Yeah,
we
Wicked
didn't make
Shack.
the cut this week.
I was thinking Wicked Shack, Amber. I was hoping to see some ladies represent. Princess Bank Shot was definitely a top pick for me, as everybody.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. Really? We'll see her. We'll see her. Don't worry about
She'll be back.
Yeah.
She'll be back. No, I'm really excited about the field.
It really was a great field, folks.
To see these matchups and some of the potential matchups through these brackets are, I mean, Dubness could end up playing Indy in the quarterfinals.
Stroke is in the chat. Congrats, Stroke. It was obvious that you would make it, and you did awesome. Great scores. And he said, Chi-Chi and Molly. So Mulligan for sure would have been expected. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of awkward. Awkward made him, Molly didn't.
Yeah. Aw. Oh. That would have been cool to see them together and then playing against each other. That would have been a blast.
That would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, so Nibbles Jackson does a question. How's it going to work, course selection, when we play? So let me bring up this graphic here. So these are private right now, but they're going to be public to you guys. These are going to be your individual rooms, who you're matched up with to play. And you guys will schedule in here. You'll be posting your... Do you want them to post their scorecards in these individual chats?
I don't see the graphic on the screen.
It's on the right. It's kind of mixed into... Yeah. It's gray.
I got it. I had the chat up. I'm good.
So these will be public after the stream where you guys can hop in. They'll just be accessible to the people that are only in that game. But do you want them to post their scorecards in these chats when reporting?
Fugo, whatever you think is best on this.
I think the scorecards on the chat is the best way to keep track of.
Okay.
Are they? These are public. They're not proprietary. They're not just for the two players. Anybody could click on them and see.
No, these are private.
These are
for
private.
Only the two players and the stream team are the only people that can view them. So feel free to know that everyone's not going to see your planning. We just want to know to have an idea for streams. So it'll be me, you, Jorge, Dad Squatcher, and
that's fine. They can post them in these threads, and then I'll pull the scorecards to post publicly. I would like the scorecards to be public so people can look and see how people did on each hole.
Okay,
that'll work.
Get to.
Yeah. So yeah, these will be live like pretty soon after the stream. So you guys are going to be going in playing 2 hard courses back to back, random hard courses, and you will be not playing the 5 that are cut. So you will not know which you will be playing prior to those. Yeah,
that's
the 2
right.
hard.
You're coming in cold. You got to know this game.
Yes.
No practice.
Yep.
Other than random practice. And ties will be settled by unlimited random hard back 9 sudden deaths until someone wins a hole, has the lowest score to par on a hole, other than a tie.
Awesome. Okay.
Did you want to go over the 5 courses that are excluded?
Sure, I can. They're Ice Lair, Meow Wolf, Mist, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and Upside Down. Same as the performance round.
And you said journey because the putter is altered because of a flashlight. Is that correct?
Yes, it affects the putting line, and just like Upside Town has some ADA issues, I'm a person who's visually impaired, and that course, while I've done okay on it, it has the same issues as Upside Town does.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not completely. I want anyone who has a physical disability to be able to play at any point. And that's the idea that's going behind those 2 courses. And the other 3 are just glitch related. They can shut down a whole round. Any one of those courses, you can have a glitch that just shuts down an entire competitive round. Like 18 on Meow Wolf, you can have it so the next ball doesn't come up ever. And then you have to back out and play 18 again, and that would be problematic. Ice Lair is just too new. It's too new of a course.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in a consideration when we designed and figured out the logistics of the tournament.
Yeah, so Potato Man, I was just going to ask Fugo, what were your decisions on cutting Mist from the list?
There's several glitches on Mist that can affect the integrity of the tournament round.
Yeah.
There's several of them. There's also some issues about differences in that course between people who are playing on the regular feeds and those who do testing for the game itself. That can be a lot different. There's glitches on 17 on Mist, 15 on Mist. Balls can get stuck in the hexagon, which is ridiculous to me. The whole idea is if you put it in the hexagon, it won't do that, but it does from time to time, more times than you would want. There are times where the visuals on Mist, especially hole 18, do not show the competitor how many sections have been highlighted by the previous person's attempt, where you're looking and you're not even seeing what they've done, which hurts your competitive ability to judge what type of shot you need to hit next on that hole. There's several different things. And if you want to DM me privately, I can go over all of them. But if we could have put them in there and I thought we could have had no issues or minimal issues with the course, I would have done it. But through competitive play, these are the courses that have just been headaches and caused rounds to have to be done over or holes to have to be done over. And I was trying to keep that to a minimum for this particular tournament.
Another question is, how soon can these players start playing?
Right away.
Right away.
Okay. Well, we'd like to be streaming, some of these matchups, obviously. So the stream times are going to be available around like 2 p.m. Central to about midnight Central. So if your game is scheduled earlier in the day, like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., it's probably not going to qualify for streaming. It needs to be like 2 p.m. Central or later. But we'll be talking to you guys in these private channels and discussing like who's available, who wants to be streamed, and if we're available ourselves. So we'll be poking around in there, trying to, mostly me, seeing who wants to give it a go.
And this is the part where personal preference meets entertainment. We would like to stream as many as we can. Yeah. And we will most definitely request quarterfinals in. I mean, be prepared to be streamed, please. And make yourself available so we can really fulfill the complete mission of this tournament, which is not only to have a great gaming experience, but to share that gaming experience and to showcase that to stakeholders and fans or whoever wants to tune in an attempt to grow the game.
Absolutely, and we appreciate you because I've already seen such a huge impact with the streaming and the interest. So, it's working. So it's awesome. So,
I'm hoping
Widow's Walkabout not on that list. I cannot see that course at all, and I know a few others say the same thing. Potato Man says so. That black and white is like visually. Was that something that was kind of on the border for you? You're like maybe not Widows because of the black and white.
It was, and I was originally very much against widows, even though I actually play pretty well on widows and have seen it's kind of turned on me from a negative to a got used to, where like Journey and Mist and some of the quirks on those, that's not the issue with Widow's Walkabout. I think it's just an adjustment from black and white to color.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that, I understand how it could be difficult for some people to see, but I just wasn't feeling it as a glitch or something that was so removed from the normalcy of the game as to exclude the course. It was right on the brink, though.
Yeah, I believe it.
But I couldn't come up with any real gameplay reasons that it had to be eliminated.
Yeah, makes
I wish
sense.
you could turn the color on.
I know. We were saying we would pay extra to turn the power on. You know, we'll pay that power bill. You know. So,
can we Wizard of Oz this thing? And I thought it was going to turn to color on like hole number 3, like a Wizard of Oz or something. Yeah. That would have been fantastic.
That would have been so cool. Get a hole in one and you get color. Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Nibbles wants to know: do we contact our opponent and set it up? Yes, on screen right here. Let me move this around a little, and then also circle it. So you guys are going to have private channels, and we are going to ping you to those private channels where you will be talking directly with your opponent, so you guys can say, hey, I can, you know, play here or whatever time, and that will yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you schedule it. So just get in those channels and start talking.
And this part of the tournament, bracket rounds, are really something that this was a must in tournament golf, because of all the tournaments that I play, scheduling matches between opponents is a huge part of what we do. It's part of building the community. It's part of respecting one another, to honor one's time, to show up on time, to be a part of being a pro is being able to compromise and communicate a time with a partner to find a game on this particular game. We all play from all over the world. We have different times. We have, or time zones. We have, some of us are playing on different days at the same time. And I know from living in Hawaii, I've had to make several sacrifices to play these games. I've played at 4 in the morning. I've played at midnight, and my wife nor my cat appreciate it, but it's the sacrifices we make, and it's part of the game. So I'm super glad that ultimately the bracket rounds were chosen as format, and that this is something we have to do. Part of being a pro and part of winning this tournament is being able to communicate with your opponent to schedule a match and complete it professionally. And here it is.
Well, Hogan wants to know, can Fugo give another hint at the next 4 tournaments? Are there any hints you want to give? So.
Well, Jen, how far would you like me to go with that? I've completely planned out the next tournament. I can tell you what my idea is if you want, and I can post a, I have plenty of images ready to go. They're in the draft stage right now, but the next idea for the next FHIT tournament, the second of a 4 tournament series, would be the Match Play Championship, or otherwise known as the Classic Cup. And what it will be is a United States versus the world, sort of like the President's Cup, where there will be an American bracket and there will be a world bracket. And the top 8 finishers from both sides will then square off for the Classic Cup. The side that gets the most points or finishes it with the most tops rankings, 1 through 16, will win double the prize money.
Wow. Okay, double the prize money. That's
so like if the US team won 7 or 8 or 9, or I'm sorry, 9 of the 16, whatever place they get is prize money. They'll win double that, while the teams that do not, while the other side, let's say it would be the world this time, or you could reverse it, they get the regular prize money, but the winners of the Classic Cup get double the prize money. And they also would get a special emoji on the server that would indicate that they hold the cup for 1 year until the next tournament.
Awesome.
Well, I like it. Very nice.
What do you guys think of that? Does anybody think that's cool?
I think
like
that
it.
sounds pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it will be an ode to match play golf. It's the match play championship, and it's coming up next. It'll be in June or July, whenever we can recover from this one.
Yeah.
to do another one. So I want to give enough time for all these bracket rounds to get done and us to honor the champion of this tournament before we move on to another one. But it'll be more of a collective championship, while there will be a number 1 and a 1 through 16 purse in this particular tournament. So it'll be a little bit more and a little bit better as far as prizes are concerned. It will be a more of a team aspect tournament as well. So there'll be plenty of folks that can hold the Classic Cup, which I think is paramount to this idea of the match play championship.
They said that sounds awesome. Zanetti's moving to America, correct? LOL. Unlawful. Yeah, I think that's unlawful. That's hilarious. Rich says, "What if you're an alien like JT?"
We're in the process of kidnapping him and dragging him to the United States right now. What did Rich ask? I'm sorry.
He said, "What if you're an alien like JT?" We need an alien category. Yeah.
JT, phone home.
That's funny.
Okay, honestly, we'll have to see how the fields shape out. I mean, I'm not trying to pit countries versus one another. It's just all for fun. So we will see how everything stacks out. And if people hold dual citizenships, I will be inclined to listen to their arguments to be on which side they want to be on. Awesome. I'm not going to make them renounce their citizenship.
Yeah, that's funny.
So there's some quirkiness to it, but I'm holding people to honor where they live and where they hold allegiances to, and pick a side when they register.
Yeah. So we are going to open up those private channels, these right here, to all the players.
Right after this.
Yeah, and go ahead and start scheduling with your opponents. Also, you can ping me at Jen if you guys want to be streamed and you're about to be ready to play. We'll be keeping an eye on the channels and asking. So just, yeah, go at it. And again, all this will be posted in the Discord and all the channels, and then also the FHIT website will have the link to the bracket. It'll be live, updated, so you guys can watch how that progresses. So I guess that's it from me. Fugo, Karma, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Just a huge shout out to all the participants. You don't have to be ranked in the top 32 to be a champion of this tournament. Just being invited and playing and doing your best means we're all winners. We might not feel like it today. I certainly don't, but tomorrow I probably will. You know, I mean, like, I'm super happy that with all the support and all of just the great play that we saw, and it just thanks everybody. Don't thank me. Thank all of us. Thank the community, because this is a community endeavor for sure.
Yeah. I think they're saying Fugo 2024 for president? No.
I'm not the president of anything.
Yeah.
I'm just some dude who saw a need for our community and came up with a plan of action to make it happen. And I got lucky that the people who are the best at doing what they do, Jen, Karma, Jorge, actually agreed to help me out and do it. Otherwise, it would have never materialized.
It's a great partnership. So,
yeah, it really is.
Very well. So, all right. Well, we'll end it here, and we'll see you guys, in the private channels. We're excited to get these matches going. We might see even one tonight. Who knows? But maybe even tomorrow. But keep an eye out on us blasting you with alerts for streams if you guys want to watch some of these. But yeah, we'll end it here if you guys are good. And message us if you guys have any questions. So
thanks again, everybody. What a wonderful weekend of Walkabout. What a wonderful weekend.
It was a blast. That was
really
very
my
exciting.
favorite so far, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Epic.
All right. Good luck to all the players, and we'll see you out there on the greens.
All right.
Later, guys.